Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Football. It's episode number 5. This is brand new. It's the 2019 edition of College Football. It just released on Steam in the last few days and has been on the Wolverine Studios website here in beta and then full release just for the last couple of weeks. And amazingly, my team that is starting as a Road to Glory series, where I expected things to be quite difficult, the team that I've inherited is not so bad. So we're 4-2, and right now we're leading San Diego State by a couple of touchdowns, and they are really struggling to get things going in this one. They also happen to be 1-6 on the season, but we are on the road for this game. And pretty early on, we started showing just how strong we were, and then we were up 21-7, and then just as it looked like we were about to run away with things, San Diego State cut it to one score and started to move the ball a bit better shortly before halftime. So the second quarter was much more San Diego State than us. But just before halftime, we managed to get another score, and that opened the lead back up. So we lead by 2 touchdowns right now, 28-14, and there's another big first down and a chance still running there, nearly to the red zone for San Diego State after a pretty big play. 21-yard gain on that pass completion, and they look again over the top, and this one in all sorts of traffic. There's 4 white jerseys there, and somehow that pass threads the needle and gets through and gets in, and that's a touchdown, and the lead is cut to just 1 score now. Great job by the quarterback on that one. And the offensive line, a lot better job blocking than they have so far throughout the game. We've had quite a few sacks or tackles in the backfield. So we've sent them backwards a whole lot. The one area we've had success passing for the most part is what we just did there with the pass to the tight end. But I have had, as it just happened again, we got called for clipping on that play. I've had a number of big gains negated by the exact opposite. I've gone 15 yards one direction and then got called for an odd penalty way away from the ball on the opposite end of the field and had it go 15 yards back the other way a few times in this game. So we are shooting ourselves in the foot, metaphorically, here. When it comes to, we got lucky there. That tight end was open and over the top. I don't know if he would have had the speed to outrun the defenders, but he certainly would have had some space. Yes, I had a guy a couple yards away, but there was also a wide receiver in between the two that, even though he would have had his back to him, still would have shielded that defender long enough to open up a gap. Tripping call on that one, so for a change, San Diego State actually going backwards. But then on 3rd and 20, they get 35, 40 yards, 41 yards on that play to Snipes. This one off the left guard, and they pick up 6 on that. It's a decent gain, and all of a sudden, like the second quarter, San Diego State is suddenly moving the ball much, much better than they were earlier in the game and looking pretty dangerous. They are the home team once again, so the crowd has probably gotten back into this game now that they're within 1 score. And that's another completed pass. That looked like that should have been knocked down to set up a 4th down and short, and instead another first. Finally we get a stop at the line of scrimmage here, and that one's dropped. But it looks like he was hit as the ball reached him. Again. Boy, that looked like a hold by the tight end, too. You can never tell from the little circles, but I had a guy on him, and then all of a sudden the tight end comes up underneath, and it looks like he throws a block while the ball's still in the air on the defender, more than 5 yards out. So, and before the catch, and that's a touchdown. Oh no! Well, I thought we had him at least for a short gain there, maybe 1 yard, and no, he's in the end zone, 3-yard run, and score's tied, just like that. Just like that. They get 2 quick scores, and the score is level. So the defense was playing so well, and all of a sudden, just like that, all that hard work is gone in an instant. Becerra still struggling in this game, just 3 for 10. And I keep wanting, over and over again, I am wanting to try my number 2 quarterback. But substitutions don't happen so naturally. That depth chart is that depth chart. Again, 3rd and long, and we do a run. We've done that so many times in this game. The AI calls on that are a bit unnatural. 3rd and long is not a running play unless you're playing the field position game, and we're definitely not playing field position game in this one. It's 28-28. Both offenses are able to get the ball into the end zone. 1st and 10. No other completed pass. This one to Snipes, 5 yards on that gain after 6 yards on 1st down. Here on 1st down, that looks like it's incomplete. It is broken up by Barnes. Good play there. So we have 151 rushing yards, only 78 through the air. Another unsportsmanlike. That is way too many of those. And a big gain here on 1st. Goes for 9 yards for Hudgens. They've got 229 through the air, 99 on the ground. That's been the big thing. We've had all of those tackles for loss and sacks that have pushed them backwards, but Spalding gets 10 on that one. So they are moving the ball quite easily at the moment as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter, just 58 seconds left in the quarter. And the 3rd quarter has been all San Diego State after most of the 1st half being all us. Another completed pass. That quarterback is on fire, and we just cannot get pressure on him. We got close that time, but he got that one away early enough that he still didn't even take a hit. Just a 2-yard gain this time. That's better. And we now head to the 4th quarter. San Diego State looking to take their first lead of the game as they are in the red zone now. Another 2-yard gain. It is 4th and 6. 31-yard field goal attempt is good by Calhoun, and we trail by 3 with just about 1 full quarter left to go in this one. Nice return by Porter. Gets us out near the 35. Sweep left. And we get called for another penalty, another unsportsmanlike conduct. Every big, and there's an interception. And it's a pick 6. No, not a pick 6. We take him down at the 1-yard line. But it only takes San Diego State a single play to get this one into the end zone. So after controlling the game for the better part of 2 quarters, definitely the 1st quarter, we have absolutely fallen apart here in the 2nd half of this game, as it has been all San Diego State, 24-0 on the scoreboard in this quarter, and we've made some really, really bad plays of late. Becerra, another couple incompletions. And the penalties are absolutely just killing us. And a punt there. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to have to keep things moving along. I actually planned on only doing a quick intro because I thought we were going to be in that position to comfortably win this game, and then that's been the exact opposite. It actually looks like we're about to take a loss, but Another big gain there. Their passing game has become so good here. And we do drop the game, and they even add to it a couple more scores there in the fourth quarter. So San Diego State picks up their second win of the year. Playing on the road is legit. It's tough as we go from a comfortable lead to absolutely getting blown out of that game, 51-28. And we need to finish off the rest of the week. Let's see here. Simulate week. I didn't expect fireworks this season anyway, but I was quite shocked at how drastic the turnaround was in that game. Serious momentum shift. This time, we're on the road again. It's going to be Fresno State, so the Bulldogs, 6-1. That was actually the first major sporting event that I ever saw as a very, very young kid, many years ago, and just for a short span, just a few years, I lived in Fresno, California. And the Fresno State Bulldogs football team against Stanford was the first ever major sporting event I went to. A couple years later, I went and saw the Seahawks up in Seattle after moving up to the Portland area, where I've resided much of my life since then. Let's see, player injury, out 12 to 16 weeks for Jonathan Brown. Oof, that's painful. More recruits going the other way. We've got 3-star cornerback going to the Ducks. Cougars pick up a 3-star free safety. So most of the 3-star guys that I've gone after have all gone on to, for the most part, Pac-12 schools. Okay, I've got Jeffries fully scouted now, so we'll definitely check that out. Has extremely good potential. And believe he's very likely to sign with us. And we've been the only ones recruiting him so far. So it looks like we might grab this 2-star free safety, Don Jeffries. That's good. How about Josh Haley? Let's see. Has average potential for development based on interviews. He's likely to sign with us, given that we're the only ones recruiting him as well. Training report, these guys. Good results. And Fresno State is that next one. Let's get into the recruit. I still only have a single recruit that's actually signed on at the moment. Those are the guys I'm not recruiting. I want the ones that have scholarship offers. There we go. Okay, so this guy's still only a 12. So what I need to do is I need to let this guy go. He is not going to sign with us. We've spent 44 points on him. And we're not going anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and revoke that scholarship. And we're going to take those points away and put them somewhere else. Now this guy, we've spent a lot on, but his interest is a 30. That's better. So for now I'll leave Ellington on the list. Let's see, intelligence is great, strength, agility, speed is remarkable, hands are average, run blocking is remarkable. He's got that bit of interest. I'm going to spend some scouting points on this guy. We've spent 60 points here as well, and he's only an 18. So I'm going to go ahead and revoke this scholarship and do the same thing. We're going to drop these guys. There's no point going after someone who clearly is not interested. Okay, now 26 I think might be enough to keep after him for now. But let's also try to get to know this guy a little bit better. Just 5 points though. Okay, an 87 is close. Interview's already done. Yeah, those are decent stats. And let's see, intelligence is great. Distance is fine, but he's got great accuracy, and that's fine by me. We seem to be the only one recruiting him at the moment. So we'll stay with him. This kicker, a 98. Very, very close to getting him. Okay, this defensive tackle, interest, an 88. I need to look at the defensive tackles as a unit. But I'm close on grabbing both of these receivers, and I already let the other one go. Yeah, see, I've got a lot of defensive tackles that I'm after. I desperately need to look at them and choose where I want to go, what I want to do with that. We very nearly had this linebacker. This running back's only a 70, but he's coming up. This tackle's an 87, so it looks like maybe this next week I will have a few more signing on besides Draper, which will free up some of those recruiting points and scouting points for me. Okay, both of these safeties, Jeffries and Haley. Jeffries was the one with really, really good potential. And they both play the same position, so I might actually let Haley go, or at least lower the effort. Let's make sure we grab Jeffries. Let's see where they're at now, though. We talked about potential. Hands are great. Speed is just average. Oh, he's not a good tackler either. Meanwhile, Jeffries, not a leader, but he'll work hard. Remarkable intelligence. That's good for a safety. Tackling's acceptable. Not a great player, but he's got really good potential, they said, so I definitely want to get Jeffries signed on, and I might let Haley go. We'll see. We'll keep him at those 3 points for right now. Okay, now let's look at defensive tackle. Oh, geez, yeah. I do not need 5 defensive tackles. 2, maybe? 5, no way. Not a chance. Still in the game for McDonald. Probably just 1 more week, and then we'll drop those points, which means I'll be down to these 4. I need to cut this list down to 2 at the most. So, interviews done on 3 of them. We'll schedule an interview here for Terrell. And let's see what we have on these guys so far. Not a team player. Terrible sportsmanship. This is the guy that's going to get called for a lot of penalties. But he's got really good intelligence. But he's not strong, and that's a bad sign for... So I'm probably going to let... That was Terrell, wasn't it? No. That was Overby. That was Overby. And Overby looks like one that I might want to let go. For now, I'm going to lower this number to like a 2. It's kind of a reference point. Okay, now this guy, much better. Here, he's... Okay. Yes. Now this is a decent recruit. Let's go ahead and up this to 10. And let's put in some points here to make sure we do get after the right guy. Cisco, decent sportsmanship, but he's not going to work hard. And while he's smart, has good hands and good speed, it's a defensive tackle. I need somebody he's balanced, I guess. Certainly better than the first guy. So that much is absolutely clear. I'm going to revoke this scholarship, even though he's at an 88. I think I can get these two guys signed. Now, I don't know about Terrell right now, so we need to spend additional points here. Let's go ahead and spend 10. And let's spend 5 more here. And I'm going to go 10 on this guy because I really think Jim Jacob is quality. Okay, well that's a start. We got rid of the 1. Now, what I need to know though is where am I at on positions? I have no strong safeties, no cornerbacks. So let's go into scouted. I not even scouted any cornerbacks. Interest 1, spent 20. I have no quarterbacks scouted. What about recruiting? He's already going to Oregon. Okay, I need to look for a quarterback. So I'm very weak at that position right now. Very weak. Let's see. Interest. No, I don't see anything about. Okay, I'm not going to get any of these top guys. I need to look for a 2-star. And I'm probably going to have better luck with somebody on the West Coast. Like California. Okay. Neighboring state. There's a couple guys. There's 3. I'll take a look at those. Go back to just targets. If it'll load. There we go. Alright, so all are undecided, all from California. I've got 24 points. Why don't I instantly just start with a split recruiting? So that would be 8 apiece. See what I get interest-wise out of these 3 guys. And I actually have 3 scholarships left to offer, so why don't I just go ahead and put them all in quarterback for now. See how much the interest jumps in these 3 guys. And then start scouting and looking from there and dropping, one or two out right away and kind of going after one guy, just because it looks like nothing's happening up here. All right, well, that's recruiting done. The Fresno State game is very much expected for me to be a loss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sim that game. And then we'll continue with our recruiting. Fresno State is definitely above our level, and it's a road game. So I would be extremely surprised if we come away with a win on this one. Yeah, 37-23. So we lost by 14, which actually, that's really not a bad score against a 7-1 team like that on the road. Next up, Utah State. They are 7-2. That's going to be a difficult game for us. We do get Air Force, Wisconsin, and New Mexico. So our last 4 games are all at home. That certainly helps our chances a little bit, but Wisconsin is way beyond our level. Utah State, the 7-2 could be partially because of the conference that they're in. But as we are not in a Power 5 conference ourselves, Utah State's probably going to be able to beat us. But Air Force and New Mexico State could be winnable games. So we have a chance, it's a decent chance of going 6-6. Decent is all I'm going to give it, but decent nonetheless. All right, on to the emails, and week 10, we've got recruiting summary. Let's see, a bunch more 3-star guys heading out to various Pac-12 schools plus Nevada. We did pick up a recruit, though, running back, 2-star recruit, Albert Stewart. So that makes 2. 2 out of 21 players for next season. That's progress. I'll have to take a look at Albert Stewart, though, as I don't know how good he is. Jim Jacob is fully scouted, so we'll take a look at him. That was the one that I was liking. He's got average potential. They believe he's likely to sign with us. We're the only ones recruiting him. And in the training report, lots of guys getting noted for progress. Clear that board so we get a better look. Back into recruiting now. I'm wondering if clicking hidden will take them back off the targets list. Probably will. Wow, we haven't spent any points, and he's a 5. And he's from Oregon. I don't have any recruiting points available at the moment, which is odd, right? Shouldn't I have Albert Stewart? Or he signed on without even spending any points. That is possible. Let's go. Into scholarship offers. Okay, so John Ellington stays at a 30. I believe that's exactly where he was last week. So I think I'm wasting points and time on him. I don't think we're coming up on his list at all. But let's see, what do we have information-wise? Great speed, great strength, acceptable hands. He's actually really not that good of a recruit. But let's go ahead and spend 5 points on an interview just to see. McDonald did go up a little bit, but only a little. So, again, I think I'm wasting my time on these two. But considering I've got nothing but 2-star recruits, and besides those two, I've got nothing but 2-star recruits, I might as well see if I can't grab a couple 3-star guys. I suppose I don't have a lot of time left in the season. 4 games. I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through. There's a few more weeks here, though. There's some bye weeks here at the end of the season, so there is still time to recruit. Punter, close to signing. Kicker is close to signing. Both receivers are close to signing, besides the 3-star guy. Okay, Cisco, we just got a report on him, and Jacob, and Terrell. So let's take a look at those 3. We have total certainty now. Agility is great, though he's not very strong. The intelligence is great. That helps. Agility and intelligence do go together well, and he's really good at tackling. So for us, that looks like a pretty good player. Though he's only average on his potential. Cisco, speed and hands are... Ooh, look at that. Remarkable tackling as well. This is absolutely a guy that I want to get my hands on. So, Cisco, looking good. Terrell, fantastic strength, but terrible agility. Awful intelligence. Pathetic tackling. So he might be really strong, but that is all he is. So, Terrell, revoke. Take those points away. Let's give what we can to finish off the recruiting of Cisco. It looks like those are the 2 guys I'm going to be able to get my hands on defensive tackle-wise, and that's just fine. Let's see. I've got 1 linebacker right now. I do need to... 2 linebackers. Okay. And I have a running back recruit, so I might not need to go after Chambliss anymore. Completely unscouted, though, so let's go ahead and do something about that. Give me a basic look for now. Give me a really basic look here. And this guy, still kind of middle ground on him. Okay, we'll get a little bit of scouting done on all of these guys because I think I've ignored them up until now. Still got some scouting points. Let's see, where... How about we go with 10 and 8 on those 2. And 4 points that we can spread out just here. I don't need to go after the next player just yet. Terrell I just removed. Right, Haley, what did we get on you? Pathetic, exceptional agility, Underdeveloped. Tackling terrible. So, yeah, not Haley. Jeffries. I want Jeffries. So let's go ahead and revoke. And Haley, drop that to a 0. And those 7 points can go here. I don't know if I wanted another running back right now, so let's lead those points this way first, and that's all of them. Ducks, number 5 in the country. Go Ducks. Oof, Hawaii's in trouble. Fresno State is ranked now. Colorado State as well. They're both looking really good. Boise State 4-3. Wyoming, Utah State, BYU. Do I have a week off? Is this a week off for us? I think it is. Let's see, week 10. I didn't see anything in the schedule. Yeah, we got a week off. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get through the week then. Okay, we do pick up another, and it's Don Jeffries. So that's a good player. That's one I'm very happy to have. Wow, that's a lot of emails all of a sudden. Coaching staff, player reports, lots and lots of them. Let's see. Okay, recruiting summary. We signed Don Jeffries, and another set of 3-star guys have signed with others. Training report pretty light this week. Again, though it was a bye week. Hiller, growing tired of losing. We didn't even play a game this week, guys, and we're 4-4, which for this team is not bad, and they all have the same complaint. So that's not helping. Okay, we'll do the recruiting for this week. Does it lock those points in? Oh, it does. That's disappointing. But I guess that makes sense. Okay, on to those scholarship offers and the targets. Alright, so Ellington rises by 2 to a 32. McDonald, he rises a bit more to a 33. It's a good player. It is a good player. Let's go ahead and spend 5 points. Let's schedule an interview here. That slow progress gives me small hope that I could get somebody there, but it doesn't look likely. Punter, very close now. The kicker is actually going the wrong direction, so I'm wondering if he's being recruited by somebody else as well. He's dropped, I think, from a 98 to a 97, now a 95. Conger's up to a 94. Robinson's close at a 97. These guys are all 98s. There's a 97. Just a 71 on Nance. So what do I know about Nance? Because we've been recruiting him from day one. Strength is mind-blowing. Holy cow. Okay. Intelligence is fine. He's not very agile. He's an acceptable pass blocker and a terrible run blocker. I want to know more about this guy. Why should I continue trying to recruit somebody who is just 2 stars? So schedule an interview. And we'll also spend 10 points. Okay, Flint's 91. Hodgson 95 now. Chambliss just a 51. Now that we've signed a running back. So I think I'm going to take those points away and revoke that. We'll take Stewart. We'll get what we get from Stewart. I don't necessarily need to have 2 running backs. And we can begin. We've only spent 16 points. Let's see, I did spend some points on you. What do we have? Subpar speed. Pathetic run blocking. He's got exceptional hands and exceptional pass blocking, which is where we would need him as a running back. He's not a smart kid, but he's really agile. He's slow and not very strong, though. For running back, that could make it difficult. Let's go ahead and schedule an interview. And let's get those 10 points on him. Let's see if I should continue with Chambliss or not. If he's got really high potential, then maybe we'll stick with him. I still have those 2 scholarships left to get after someone, somewhere. But obviously I'm not going to get all of these guys. And there are others, I think, that I'm recruiting that don't have a scholarship offer. Let's see. Revoke, revoke, revoke. Revoke. There are 2. Raymond Durham, power runner. With great strength, also not smart, not agile, but he's got remarkable speed, exceptional hands. Not much of a blocker, but this guy looks like, at least at the moment, a much better player than the one we're currently going after. And the other one is Jack Turner, who his interest is only in 18 after spending 58 points. So we're going to turn that off. And I'm going to offer a scholarship here because Durham looks like a much better option. And Chambliss. Revoke. Cancel interview. Okay, we're going to let Chambliss go. Durham, I don't know if I need to. I have. Interview's already done. Let's spend 10 points on him. Let's only spend. See, I have 18 points left. Let's spend 8 of it on him, so that's actually 20 points now. We'll save those points for someone else just in case. I'm not sure I want him yet. Power runner with tremendous speed. I like that. We'll take him. We'll take him. Can't go wrong with 2 running backs with options. Okay, I think... Wait, I just went after some quarterbacks, didn't I? I did it. Didn't I offer all of them? Or did I not? Quarterbacks. What do I have? Okay. Unscouted? All... I swear I added 3 quarterbacks, did I not? I did. I added 3 quarterbacks from the state of California. Try this again. And those aren't all quarterbacks. There we go. And there's not... I don't know what I did there, but here we go. We're going to add Diamond. Oh, no, not 3-star. We'll add Loveless. There we go. Marvin Loveless. Let's spend 5 points. Let's spend 10 points. And we will try home state, Oregon. Nothing. Washington. And finally, Idaho. Again, nothing. So I've got 1 quarterback to go after right now. Have I gotten a center? No. Let's try Oregon first. Come on, there should be something. Why is this not coming up? Alright, well, things are lagging a little bit here in-game. Hopefully it does not crash on me, but I will deal with that in a moment. But in the meantime, I am out of time for this episode. So, there we go. Well, it's at least responding. Try to exit out of here for a second. So 4-4, we are now 4th. Oh, there you go. We're level in conference with San Diego State. 3-3. It's weird that UNLV is below us, but At least we're not last. Like I said, I think we've got a decent chance at 2 more wins. Anyway, well, that's loading up. I'll continue this work off camera as I continue that journey on recruiting. I've got 3 players signed for next year, so we're making progress. Our recruit class rank, though, is still very much at the bottom, so not looking good. But with the prestige being as low as it is, smaller conference, it's all going to play a factor. So it's going to take a while, and all of my attributes being 1s, it's going to take some work before we can start bringing in decent recruits and something better than 2 stars. So I'm just glad we're not taking a bunch of walk-ons at least. Well, not yet anyway. Looks like we're quite close to signing a number of those guys, but definitely still some work to do. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.